Hey everyone, welcome to Code Harmony. Today we are going to solve LeetCode problem ID 2379 minimum recolors to get k consecutive black boxes. This question is marked as easy and it is based out of sliding window approach. And recently this question has been asked in Google. So it will be a good beginner friendly sliding window problem for you all. Let's have a look at the problem statement. Here they are saying that we are given 0 index string blocks of size n, where block size is either W or B. Only 2 characters can be there, representing the color of the ith block. If W means white color, black is B, and you are also given an integer k, which means the desired number of consecutive black boxes. Desired number of consecutive black boxes. Consecutive means you can consider it as a substring if it is a string. In one operation, you can recolor a white box to black box. Coloring white box to black box is one operation, and in the end we have to return the minimum number of operations needed such that there is at least one occurrence of k consecutive black blocks. Okay, so let's directly have a look on what is given to us. We are given this string, and this string is called blocks, and these are either W or B. W means it's a white block, B means it's a black block, and there is one more integer k equal to 7. It means from this string we have to pick 7 characters. Let's say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So this is one valid window. Why it is valid? Because the length is 7. Valid window because the length is 7, and from all the valid windows what we have to figure out is what are the minimum number of operations required. And what is the operation? Operation is converting white to black. So if I convert white to black in this window, there is 1 2 3 4 white. So the answer will be 4 in this case. But let's say if I just pick this window 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7, in this window, is it valid? Yes, because the length is 7 equal to k. So yeah, if it is valid, then we can capture the answer. Answer is how many operations we require. We require operation means white to black. 1 white, 2 white, 3 white. Only 3 whites are there. So the answer will be 3 in this case. And I am not able to think of any other window which is going to give me better answer than 3. So 3 will be my answer. Because 3 is the minimum number of operation to get one consecutive black blocks. So if I use 3 operation, this will become B, this will become B, and this will become B. So this is something we have to do. So now problem statement is clear that our valid window is of size 7, and what is our aim? Our aim is that on that 7 size window every element should be black. And if that is not the case, just convert any white block to black and consider that one operation plus plus. This is our problem statement. So there is one simple answer of how we can solve this problem. That is, check all the windows, or you can say check all possibilities. How we can check all the possibilities? By checking all valid windows. And when the window is valid, if the window size is equal to 7, it is valid. If it is valid, then the number of white, or you can say white count in that window is my candidate of the answer. So from all the candidates, just figure out or capture the minimum candidate. So now let's try to analyze how we can build the approach. See, thinking of the sliding window approach is very simple, but we need to learn how to code it. This is the string given to us, and this is the window. What I can do is I can check every possible window. We have to do one thing, check all the possibilities, means checking all the windows. Let's try to build our window. I am at the first character, but this window is not valid. I am checking the second character, third character, fourth character, fifth character, sixth character. When I am checking seventh character, it is becoming valid. So it is becoming valid. If it is valid, we can capture the answer. When I am coming here, it can be valid if I just remove it. Yeah, it can be valid. Just capture the answer. It can also be valid if I remove 1. It can also be valid if I remove 1. Right? So this is, you can take it as an intuition that this arrow is our pointer that is going to every character. This pointer. What is this pointer? This pointer is I pointer, or whatever you name it. I equal to 0 to I less than n. From 0 to n minus 1. Index 0 to index n minus 1. And how we are making our window? What is our candidate? Candidate is count of white blocks. So let's say we are building our window. White block count plus plus. This is something we have to do when we are encountering white block. So how do we make sure that current element is white block? At the ith character, if ith character is equal to white, then white count is incremented, right? White count is incremented. But at what time this window will be valid? This window will be valid when starting from this index. Starting from this index, and this index is k minus 1. So all the indexes less than k minus 1 are not valid. If they are not valid, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to capture the answer. So this is our first step. That is, what is the value that I have to capture for every window? If I is less than k minus 1, it means this is not a valid window. All of these characters are not a valid window. If not a valid window, continue. There is nothing to capture, nothing to do in this case. But once we are encountering valid windows, when we are encountering valid window, we have to do one thing. That is capture the candidate. So this is invalid window. Third one is we have to capture the answer. See, at this moment, our window is valid. If window is valid, then we have to capture the answer. And what can be the candidate of our answer? This white block count is the candidate. So answer is equal to minimum of current answer and current white count. So this is the answer we have captured. Now see, now listen carefully. We want to expand our window. We are expanding our window from this valid window. I'm going to this value with this value. So we are adding one character. We are about to add one character in the next iteration. Next iteration, first statement is adding one character. So before that, if I just create a space for one character from the previous iteration, and this is my previous iteration. If I just create one more space, and in the next iteration, in the first line, I'm going to add one character, it will again be 7 size window at the line number 3. We will capture the answer only if it is valid. Currently, let's assume that it is valid. And now we have captured the answer. Now make a space. Make a space for one more character in the next iteration. And how do I create that space? This is the right pointer. And what is the left pointer? Right pointer is see, let me just give you an idea. Let's say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I am at this pointer and my window size is 3. It means this is the window definitely, and this is the 4th index. So I should be going to second index. It means 4 minus 2. 4 minus 2. 2 is k minus 1. 4 minus k minus 1. I minus k minus 1. I minus k minus 1. This is the item we need to check. If at this position the value is equal to white. It means when we are dropping one character from the left side of our window, we are dropping one white. Dropping one white means we have to adjust the white count, and the white count was incremented if I'm encountering the white, otherwise it decremented. So at this step you have made a space. At the step 4 you have made a space in the next iteration. Okay, so this is the code. In this code every possible valid window is going to be captured. Checking all the possibilities is our intention, and that is done. Yeah, and let me see if I'm missing out something. I don't think I'm missing out anything. If it is, see, there is one more idea. See, every fixed size window is pointer left, pointer right. Every window is pointer left to pointer right. Right? Window is something like this. But if the window length is fixed, then if you are having one pointer, then there is no need to take another pointer. Right? If the window size is fixed, that's why we are able to get it done using only one pointer, that is I. So this is the code, and in this code I value is going from 0 to n-1, and so that's why the time complexity is going to be order of n is my time, and the space is order of 1. It's a linear time solution using sliding window approach. I think that's all. See, the basic idea is that you are doing something, right? You are doing something, or you are making it valid. Make it valid. Making it valid, and then this is nothing, just ignoring the invalid windows. Making it valid, capturing it, making invalid. Why? Because just creating a space so that next iteration can make it valid. Now let's quickly code this approach. First of all, I need to iterate over this blocks array, blocks string, I equal to 0, I less than blocks dot length I plus plus. This is the main pointer, and now currently I need to take care of the current character. What is the current character? For that, let me just char ch is equal to blocks dot character at I. Character at I, this is my current character. If this current character is equal to w, if it is white, then white count plus plus. Integer, white count is 0 currently, and answer is integer dot max value. Now I need to see that we are going to only capture the valid windows if I is less than k minus 1. It is not valid. Continue from here. Otherwise answer is equal to math dot minimum answer comma white count. White count is my candidate to my answer, and then create a space for one more character in the next iteration. This is the space for one more character. And how do I create that? If my I pointer minus, if I think blocks at character at I minus k minus 1, if this character is equal to w. If we are ignoring one character from the left side, if that is w, then w count minus minus. In the end, answer is something we are going to return. So these are the 4 steps that we have to do. Let me run over sample test cases. Sample test cases are passed. I am submitting the problem. It got submitted successfully. I hope you understood the approach. Thank you guys. Bye bye. And this is the style that we usually follow when we are encountering fixed size sliding window. Okay, bye bye.